We're going to talk this week about haters, people who are negative, people who spread negative vibes. If I was to ask you to describe Justin Bieber, what sort of words would you use to describe him? I'm guessing a lot of them wouldn't be the most positive. Now, why is that? Is it because he's rich? Is it because he's famous? Is it because you don't like the way he behaves? Is it because you don't think he's a very nice person? I bet most people watching this have probably never met Justin Bieber, probably never will. Is it because you don't like his music? Is it because actually it's just not really your cup of tea? Now, those are all reasons that perhaps you could hate someone, but how is it really affecting your life? If you don't like his music, just turn off the radio when he comes on, or don't buy it. If you don't like his music videos, change the channel. If you really do find him that annoying, just switch off from him. The point is, why waste your time being negative? Now let's think about other people. Let's think about politicians. A lot of people say that they hate politicians or they hate specific politicians so they don't want to vote for. Part of me kind of gets that because politicians do have more of an effect on our day-to-day lives. But I think what you've kind of got to realise is that somebody's got to be in charge. You've got to accept that somebody has to be in charge of making decisions. If you really don't like what they stand for, don't vote for them. And if you think you could do a better job, nothing's stopping you from getting into politics. Nothing's stopping you from putting yourself out as a potential candidate. Now let's think about the world of sport, specifically football. I watch a lot of football matches, both live and on the television, and pretty much every single game you'll hear somebody in the crowd or in the pub that I'm watching it in, someone will say, oh, I hate that person, I hate that player, I hate that manager, I hate that referee. I've been guilty of it myself. I've watched games in the past where certain players are playing and they dive or they go in hard for a challenge and I think, oh, I hate that person. But I just kind of think to myself, why? You can't let what someone else is doing dictate your emotions like that. You know, sport is supposed to be entertainment. If you're getting that attached to something else that's outside of your control and it's affecting your emotions where you're hating someone, I mean, think about that. Maybe you need to question your life. Maybe you need to start thinking about your own life needing to be filled up with some more positivity rather than hating on what someone else is doing. Now let's think about relationships. Most people have got an ex-boyfriend or an ex-girlfriend who, when they've separated, there's been a bit of bitterness. They've really not liked the person for breaking up with them, or they've broken up with them for a specific reason. And I think we've all been there. You see them walking down the street a day or two later, and you just think to yourself, oh, I just hate them at the moment. I really don't like them. That's understandable. If you've had a painful breakup from someone, sometimes hate is what you naturally feel, but I think you've got to get over that. You know, if two people have separated, usually there's a good reason, usually it wasn't meant to be. And if you're just going to hate on someone who's living their life, if just seeing them around is making you hate them, that's probably a sign that you need to move on yourself. You need to actually start moving away and taking your life in a more positive direction rather than being bitter and hating someone for moving on and living their life. So moving forward, instead of hating on other people, instead of spreading negativity towards people that quite often don't deserve it and quite often you've never met, try and be more positive towards the relationships that you can control. Just wanted to finish by saying a big thank you to everyone who has supported our videos so far. If you haven't seen all of them, go to our YouTube page, they're all up there. You can of course follow us on Twitter at the SO Thought. You can also follow us on Instagram at Real School of Thought, or you can send us a Facebook friend request by searching Facebook The School of Thought. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. If you found this useful or helpful, then like and subscribe to the channel. You can also find us at Twitter, Facebook and Instagram.